welcome to your first half of December reading. Hope all is well and you guys are doing fabulous. I also want to thank you guys for stopping by and visiting me here at Guidance by Faith 444. We will be seeing what we got coming these first 2 weeks of December. I do not concentrate on any specific area of your life. What I do is I relay the message that I receive during this reading for you from the universe source, okay? The message you will hear and that will resonate will be for the current timeline that you watch this video or in the time frame of this month. So for your greater good, okay? Nobody knows what's best for you but you, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 cards of your previous energy, okay? So we're going to start it off this way. All right. Oh, man, okay. So I have 4 of Rods upside down. I have the Knight of Swords upright, and the Knight of Wands upright, okay? So there's a lot of, wow, okay. So you've had various conflicts, but majority of it has been caused by your place of employment, and unfortunately the stress, the under stress that you've been going through has carried out and has given you major, difficulties and situations in your home life with your spouse, family, partner, whatever it may be, okay? The Knight of Swords here is a lot of blowing smoke, arrogant, almost, very non-conforming individual, okay, that just likes to start a lot of stuff and not end it. He is a person, or he or she is full of promises and a lot of hot air, if you get my drift, okay? So this is what your energy has been in the past and the person you've been dealing with. Knight of Wands, here we go, another knight, action, rods, wands, basically a lot of conflict surrounding your environment, whether it's work or home, all related to the same thing, okay? So it's been a tough journey for you these past 6 months or so, but remember, this too shall pass, okay? All right, let's see what we got. Alrighty. Okay, Aries, right away off the bat, again, you have been undergoing very difficult times, okay, financial and family, okay. It's affected, as not only sleepless nights, anxiety, but it's also started to run havoc on your health. So with that, please, I keep hearing that you keep rescheduling or not making. Just get an appointment with your physician for a physical or whatever it may be, so that this problem can be resolved, okay? But like I said, if it resonates, it's you. If it's not, then don't do it. But I am picking up that very strong, okay? That your environment at work has come into your family and now affected your health, okay? So let's take a look at what we got surrounding this and how we can go about this, okay? Also, we have another 7 of Wands. Again, conflict, problems, a lot of, unnecessary, gossiping, all that good stuff, okay? You've been very, you've been disappointed, not only through your work, because they either passed you over for a promotion, or because you do all the work, you develop all these things, but yet everybody else gets credit except you, okay? And of course that's going to cause stress on anybody, you know what I mean? So a lot of disappointments. Because of this, we have the wand, right? Upside down. Because of this, you have turned into a hermit mode, correct? And of course, with that could be good and bad, okay? It's a double-edged sword, because you have taken time to pull back, reflect, and, try and initiate some sort of resolution and a better path for how to control everything going on around you, okay? And I'm going to tell you that the first thing you need to do with that is that you need to start with yourself, okay? It's going to have to be that as a fire sign, you're a leader, you're very meticulous, you're good at your job, right? So therefore, you go above and beyond with that, as well as in family. That gets taken advantage of, okay? Because you just go, 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 and hey, you'll be okay, right? You worked extra hours. Oh, you don't need that. You don't need to go do this, right? So you're gonna have to stand up for yourself, because I'm gonna tell you in the next 2 weeks. I don't know what kind of document this is. I don't know if it's a contract. I don't know what it is, but I know it's related to your work. It's coming very strong. You need to check pages 2 and 3, okay? Because there are specific numeration errors in that, okay? So be cognizant of that. At the workplace, though, there's gonna be a coming inspection of some sort, and a lot of critical errors and deficiencies are gonna be identified, okay? So of course, your upper management, they're gonna try to find a scapegoat, but unfortunately, the karma's gonna come in, and they're gonna get a taste of their medicine, okay? So just keep your head up, continue to look ahead, right? And limit your what you say to others, okay? What you say, because everybody's just a bunch of immature folks that are all about creating drama, making themselves look good, and how dare you make them look bad because you're actually going to work and working, okay? So, yeah, so we're gonna have to fix that. I see the 10 of coins upright, and that's a good thing, because after you establish, right, appropriate boundaries, and stand up for yourself, whether it's work or home, then you will proceed, and you will go on your way and continue to be successful. But these are all lessons that we all learn along the way. Like I said, you get taken advantage of there, and this is what's been going on these past months. Lots of disappointments, lots, passed over for promotion. You've done a lot, you've made a lot of changes, positive, but have not gotten any recognition, okay? That's caused you to kind of just like, blah, whatever, I'm not even going to do nothing at work, I'm just, no, don't do that, okay? Don't let these people steal your thunder and your sunshine, okay? You are a confident person, and this too shall pass. I cannot stress this enough. This is a lesson that has to be learned, okay? This is a karmic situation that we need to overpass and learn something from, so that in the next job or in the next position, this will no longer be a problem, because you will set healthy boundaries, okay? So here we go. Sorry, that's what's coming up, guys. It's drop. Okay. Yeah. All right. Again, swords. A lot of unbalanced energy surrounding you. There is, after this is found out at your job, whatever it is, then, because there's still a couple more things that are going to come up, okay, that haven't been done, or were done incorrectly, okay? So there's going to be some backlash at your place of employment because of that. Now, this here just states that you will, a lot of people will lose their jobs, okay? So, because the management is the problem, unfortunately, But you got to stay, stay grounded through this time and start looking for a lateral move. You will find a lateral move, because once you do, it'll be more fitting of you. You'll remove yourself from this type of toxic work environment that goes into your home, right? So that's something that we really need to work on and, get through. Two of Wands upside down as well. This is a world of duality, right? So by that I mean everything has an equal and opposite reaction. It's like black and white, night and day, right? Male, female. There's a balance to this. So do understand that right now, with all these cards popping up this way, upside down, and centering around, your coins, your money, your stability is all unbalanced. So we need to get that balance so that, you can move on and move forward. But I would advise you to look into a lateral move ASAP, okay? I know that at times, when you're overqualified for these certain types of things, it's not that you get passed over because you're overqualified. You get passed over because there's somebody who has more experience and not the education. And sometimes in many fields, that counts more than a degree. So the department you're in is not a good one. You've already been planning it. This is not nothing new. So it would be a wise, decision to go ahead and remove yourself from that environment, because once this inspection happens and once this happens at your workplace, there's going to be heads that are going to roll, okay? Because, they've already run amok there. So, and bless your heart sitting there with that stress, Okay. All right. Oh, good. Yeah, here we go. Just like there. All right, just like I had said earlier, there we go. So, once this happens, and once this inspection, once these deficiencies are found out, it's going to be quick. Okay, it's going to be quick here with the Chariot, and heads will be rolling. Okay, stand firm on your ground, and do not fear anything. Stand your ground, and keep your head up, okay? Because it's going to be a tough time, because there's a lot of areas in, that place, in that department, that have been underlooked and not managed well, okay? So once this is done, it's going to be quick. Heads are going to roll, and, the people who make everybody miserable and have been doing what they do to you, right, will reap what they sow, and that's a for sure on that one, okay? We live in, like I said, a world of duality. Here, once you do, go ahead and take that lateral move. Then we got the Ace of Coin and the High Priestess, being that it will balance out, okay? Your money, everything. So once that is set and you work on you, then after that, you work on this issue, set boundaries, all that, then it'll all go back to smooth. And that'll be around February timeframe, okay? Meanwhile, don't give up. Don't let them upset you. Don't let them give them any reason, because I'm going to tell you what, here shortly, they're going to get a heaping dose of what they've put out, okay? So just, remain calm, center yourself, ground yourself, and understand that you cannot control your boss, your supervisors, your coworkers' behavior, what they say, but what you can control is the way you address it and the way that you respond to it, okay? So here, as I was saying, once this happens and these toxic individuals get cleared, then you will have justice. You will have balance in your work environment, okay? And of course, judgment upside down is because, people are still running amok, right? Running amok, causing problems here and there. Knight of Cups, immature people out of emotions, making decisions out of emotions, their egos, or, the I. No, it's a team environment. And that is why you get attacked and you have these issues is because you are truly a team player and you are, a valuable asset. So, of course, yeah, no, they're not going to like that, okay? So, stand firm. Do not feed into what they're giving you. And most of all, understand that you can control the way you react. And by doing so, you will change everything about your work environment, okay? To we have the extreme power to, because we create the worlds we live in. Therefore, just like we created and you created, you can also create a more positive and stable work, okay? So continue with the, oh, okay, well, here we go again. Two of Swords, 9 and 5. Okay, here you go, yeah. Same story, same. So, this whole situation that's going on at work, I can't reiterate enough, okay? Look at 2 and 3, pages 2 and 3 of whatever it is. On your emails, I'm going to need you to also, when you're replying or whatever it may be, because I'm seeing that you possibly could send an accidental email to somebody that that is not supposed to see, okay? And you don't need that type of, energy or issues at the workplace, okay? So please also pay attention and be very cognizant that you are hitting reply to an individual, not reply to all, okay? Because so we can avoid that disaster, okay? What are we looking for as far as lateral move and next position? What are we looking for? What are we looking at? Okay. What are we looking at? All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go. See? Perfect. Perfect. There we go. And as we just went over previously, right? This here, again, same ones, the workplace, sabotage, immaturity. So we got all those things going on, and the magician upside down, meaning that do not trust those that you have been trusting so far, because basically what they've been doing is feeding, the whole chain of, gossiping and making you look bad, So just be careful of that. Be cognizant, okay? Because you're barely going to hit the midpoint of this and before it gets a little better, okay? So like I said, ground yourself, stand firm. You cannot control their actions or what they say, but you will control by remaining grounded and logical and doing what you do best is your work, okay? Because that speaks for itself. So after, this here, of course, is the Ten of Swords. You've been there, done that. You've gone through so much, okay? So we're at the last part of the race, okay? So just pull them swords out, because there's been attacks from everywhere, okay? So that we are going to go to a completion, and once 2020 comes in, then when you are at your new place of employment, then or whether it be the lateral move, it'll be an environment that's more suited for you and for the best of everything, okay? So take this as a lesson, as far as we could always learn different things from people around us, their mistakes, their negative character traits, okay? You know what you're doing. And here showing that the conflict, right? See, there we go. Just like I said, once you overcome this conflict and you ground yourself, right, then the Six of Swords, you will no longer be working there, because you will be offered a new job, and you will be making a lateral move, okay? So it is imperative for you to use your inner guidance and to use your intuition to evaluate where you are, where you want to be, and how you can remove yourself from that toxic work environment, okay? So this is a good outcome, because it's coming, and you've worked for it. You are a very seasoned employee, you are very professional, meticulous. So you will find in your lateral move a position that will not only serve you better, but you will excel at because you will be enjoying what you do for work. Okay, so all right. All right. King of Cups. Oh, there we go. So this, just like I'm saying, this is just confirmation, okay? We got the King of Cups here, right? So this is a poised individual, right? Following these cards, the World, right? And then the Eight of Coin and upright too. The job that you are going to laterally move in, you were meant to have from the beginning, okay? Somehow when they hired you, then they, whatever it was overlooked or whatever they were lacking, they put you in a department that you hadn't originally applied for or wanted, okay? But good news is that, you know, you got the experience you needed. You're going to start already and have started laterally looking outwards into the position you were supposed to be in, okay? So, by no means, please, go and do anything rational and quit, but do understand that if this resonates for you, that, yes, it's going to be a hard couple of weeks, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And you will be placed in where you were meant to be in the beginning. A lot of this job situations and scenarios, Aries, is coming on very strong. So that's why I am relaying the message, okay? Okay. Same thing. A lot of swords, a lot of wands, a lot of movement, okay? You are going to have to realign your goals, and you're going to have to go deep within and understand what you are willing to put up with and what you're not, okay? Remember that we often tend to end up in places that are toxic and that, pull our energy and all other type of life out of us, okay? You are not being reciprocated like you should. Other people are taking the credit for what you do, okay? You had already begun looking, right? You just weren't sure how or where, but now, because it's been an ongoing thing, this 6 months, the money, the supervisor, not giving you raises when you're supposed to or any type of accolades. You're just basically there doing their job. So do know that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, okay? And I know it's easier said than done, but temperance, you're going to have to be a little bit more patient. And I know it sounds, easier than done, but I guarantee you it's going to be for your best interest. And of course, when that decision comes, right, and you get that job, then understand that once you move laterally, things will change and you'll take control back into being who you are versus working in a department full of nonsense and things that really don't suit you well. And like I said, that job was not the one you originally hired for. So during this time, focus, look laterally, look elsewhere, and go back into that department, which you will, okay? So do keep in mind that, things change. Free will changes everything, future's always changing. But do understand that, all this will not be in vain. And, you will be where you deserve to be, and you will be paid what you deserve to pay, okay? You know, once this inspection comes through, once these critical deficiencies are identified and noted, then heads will roll, and those will be the same people who rode on other people's back and, you know, made their life miserable and treated them the way they do. So, unfortunately, I don't know why. We as humans think that, you know, we could just treat people that way and it's never going to come back to us, and it's just the law of the universe, right? Everything you do comes back at you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, okay? So don't get into that mentality. Don't feed into their energy, and just say, hey, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to laterally move. I will no longer be around them, okay? Karma will take it from there, okay? You control you, and you don't see them sweat, you know? You don't let them see you sweat or anything, okay? Because it has been affecting your health as well, okay? So continue to do what you do. Continue to ground yourself and understand that, you know, what is coming into play had to happen that way to move you from there, okay? The next lateral job that you have will catapult you into the position that you deserve to have. That is why this came about. But before that, do understand that there were lessons to be learned, and that standing up for yourself was one of them, okay? So, like I said, if this resonates with you, that's great. If it doesn't, then, you know, disregard. But I will tell you that 3 things I can tell you before I end this video is: 1, check pages 2 and 3 and of the contract. 2, on the email, be very cautious and understand. Do not reply all, because that is a possible, you know, Pandora's box that's not going to be good, okay? It's not going to have a good ending for you. So, and 3, remember that you control the world that you create. So no one has power over that, okay? Quit feeding into them. Quit like, no. You are doing what you're supposed to do. You're going to stand up for yourself. Justice will be rendered, and you will laterally move, and a couple months from the lateral move will be placed in the position that you deserve to be in, okay? Other than that, Aries, that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for coming by and visiting me, and hope that, you know, it all works out for you, okay? All right.